Welcome. How is everyone doing? Let us know with this nice poll that I'm going to drop there what you're feeling. How is the market treating you? Are you a bear? Are you a bull? Are you confused? Are you just sitting in the middle? Like, are you on the fence?
Let's see these results coming in. They're coming in fast here.
Yeah, they are coming in fast.
Quite a few bulls here.
Yeah, it's a lot of people in the middle.
Did you put your vote in, Dill?
I'm voting now. Well, I don't know how.
No, I don't think
we can vote.
No, we just
okay. Well, I'm bullish.
No, wait. Okay, I was going to say wait for the polls to be in because you're going to sway the voting now.
Dylan's bullish. Okay, who else on the panel is bullish?
I'm bullish.
I'm bullish.
I'm temporarily bullish.
I'm bearish for like the next few days. I feel like
so you're short-term bearish.
Short-term bearish.
Weekend.
No, not because of the weekend. Because of what the charts are telling me.
There goes Bitcoin, Jackie. We're cracking the level, boy.
Yeah. We may crack the level now.
Chart up.
There we go.
Dill, get the chart up. Yep. If you're going and get it up.
I just got into near and it's doing very nicely. I'm already up 1%.
I don't think we're getting there yet, guys. I think we're hitting
Look
resistance
at this.
now.
Look at this. This is what we want, though. 4 hour power.
Yeah, bullish engulfing right through that resistance block.
Oh, this is a good way to start the day.
Yeah, but isn't it because the US have come up with a potential solution to this debt crisis? Am I correct?
The minute, I think if it's confirmed, then things are going to move.
Well, the way to check it is to see what the stock market's doing on the futures.
It's not going to happen until next week because everybody went home for the holiday weekend. Monday's a big holiday here.
Okay. Look, so for those of you coming in now, this is a nice area for BTC to break on the 4 hour. So we want to obviously see this area now confirm a support and then kind of make its way up there. So this is key for us here for the bulls. The bears want to see a rejection here. Yeah,
they want us to be a fake out. Dill, what's the stock market futures looking? Have you got the Dow or something, or the stock market looking at?
I don't think we have access to the immediate live one.
US. There you go.
Okay,
that's good enough.
Okay, no, that's green. That's green.
That's properly green. I mean, how bullish does that get? So I just heard that there was a potential solution to the debt crisis. I'm not sure.
So Sheldon was talking about this on the show today, saying he's looking for a bounce here, and look, fortunately we've got it. Yeah. So just a recap for the viewers here. Sheldon was looking at a double bottom on the BTC chart. This is the daily. So you guys would know by now what a double bottom is. It's generally a bullish setup. So that's sort of what we picked up this morning. So that's why we're feeling quite bullish. There were various other reasons that Sheldon gave in his show. But I think right now I'm looking for a green weekend.
Yeah, and Dill, I mean, a couple of days ago, I wasn't on yesterday, but the day before and the day before and the day before that, I've kept telling everyone as a reminder for the 200 weekly moving average on Bitcoin and the 200 daily on the alts. And I mean, I hope you guys were watching it play out because I was watching it the whole time. Yeah, we wicked below it, but we closed above it every time, and that has got to be your line. We did not close one of those days below it. We wicked into it all those days, wicked, and that I hope that got you understanding what I said. And then the 200 daily on all the altcoins. I mean, I got a great trade on that Casper coin, KAS. Exactly as it wicked below the 200. I knew the coin, I wanted it, I just bought it. I thought it doesn't matter, no stop loss because no leverage, but that's what it does. Now look at that.
200 days power. Look at this guy. Look at this Sol one. I mean, Sol's here dancing on this 200 day as we speak.
Yeah, also double bottom, Okay, spot on 2 days.
So 2 days, so on the 4 hour you'll see it there.
And that was my encouragement to everybody. Put the 200 daily on all of your charts, and either it's going to be resistance if we're below it, like a lot of tokens were below. Phantom was well below. I don't know where we are on that because there was so much FUD against Phantom. Well, it wasn't even really FUD. It was just they were caught up in the multi-coin debacle.
Yeah.
And you can see it's
So here's
looming ahead of
Phantom.
us now. Yeah.
So yeah, those of you looking at Phantom, look, we had a dump. It doesn't mean like the dump's over. There's been like FUD. There's been some whales dropping their tokens. So I don't think we're at an entry level yet on Phantom. For me personally, I'd like to see sort of 0.3, maybe 0.29, sort of this area down here. So just kind of be patient on Phantom. I don't think it's done yet.
Bitcoin still squeezing.
So just remember all these things again, guys, that you're in this particular case, the resistance level will be the 200 daily moving average. You're just going to get a reaction there, you know.
Other thing I'm noticing here, guys, if we look at dominance right now, we haven't broken 50 on the fib yet, and we're stuck at a trend line.
Okay, we'll have a look at that.
Is this bearish talk, Jackie?
Yeah, this is bearish talk.
Okay, let's take a look at dominance here.
I think I'll be the
so
bad cop
this
for the day.
This is dominance 12 hours. So yeah, what Jackie's saying, I mean, you're looking for this dominance to move up here, huh?
Correct.
Okay, so yeah, we'd look for some kind of rejection there then, if it gets that high. Bigger picture, you would have seen on Sheldon's show today, he had a different chart open, but there's a trend here that he's drawn. And you'll see dominance is just losing this trend over here. Sorry, this isn't the chart he used on the show, unfortunately. It's going to be a nightmare to try and find it. But yeah, we've lost trend here on this dominance. So he's actually thinking this dominance is looking bearish just because it's lost this trend here. As I'm talking, it turns green. So, but if we lose this trend and we carry on moving down, then the alts are going to get a go. If it breaks down to this area, they're going to get even a bigger go. So just keep your eyes on this dominance and this trend.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, that looks
okay. This feels like a bit squeezy now. That's the way it's moving.
100%. Well, think about it. Everyone would have been shorting, Bill. They'd have had their stop losses at the top of your green box. And as soon as it hits the stops, well, then they squeezed out. What does a squeeze mean? It means that those that were shorting have to buy their Bitcoin back to close their positions. And that's what causes an unrealistic pump, you know, in the thing. So that's a short squeeze, and obviously the opposite way around is a long squeeze. But there would have been so many people that are bearish in general, and they shorted in that green box with their stop loss at the top of that box.
I think
and just remember now, this squeeze can pop. It can go quite a bit higher. We just want to make sure this support area holds when it comes back. So 26,600. We want to make sure we get this area holds.
It seems like the bulls are trying to prove me wrong here. So I'm looking at the dominance on the 4 hours, and it's actually testing the trend line now.
Well, now that things are green, let's pull up some of these trades that we're looking at.
So Dill,
Simon,
before you go off of there, I just want the people to understand regarding the short squeeze concept. So in the reality is, as we said, they would take a short inside the green box. They put their stop loss at the top. Now, what happens is that people start bleeding in their trade, and you know we've discussed this many times on this call before. Like, it's how much are you prepared to bleed? You know, guys that are really pro traders, they will realize it quickly and they'll stop out fast. But other guys that have become what are they now? Now they're becoming hopeful that this thing's going to turn around. Instead of being fearful that Bitcoin could really go up there, you know, this could turn out to be their worst trade ever, you know. Remember, I've discussed this many, many times on the show, and this is a great talking point to see it in reality, what is happening now. Like, people are holding on, like, how deep can my stop loss be? And it shouldn't be deep, you know. You need to be getting out of your trades as quickly as possible when your analysis is wrong. Take that punishment early and quickly.
When you start hoping that it's going to reverse, you're already behind the 8 ball then.
When you start praying to the crypto gods, you're in trouble.
I mean, the best place to exit this would have been when it broke this high over here. So when it broke this high here, you kind of want it to be out, because things can get very risky about this area now.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Excellent.
Let's see
Yeah,
what
let's go and look at your other ones. I just wanted to bring that teaching point home.
So yeah, I've just got a few to discuss with you guys. One of them is Lido from last week. I gave this Lido. It hit our second entry as a remember, it missed the first pullback to the 382, so it came back to the 618.
And we spoke about that 200 day. We spoke about that 200 day on this exact just a few days ago.
So this is why we like it so much, because we know we're getting a reaction here. So it pinged this area. It was the 618 and the 200 day and this horizontal, and it gave us 6.8%. So if you were running like a 10x leverage, for example, you've made 68% on that move.
How cool is that?
My target was higher, so I'm not out of Lido yet. I'm still in it. So unfortunately now it's come back to retest, but we're getting a nice decent move off this area again. So this is how we know these areas are good reaction points. You know, you can see how it reacts here, moves off nicely. Let's look for a potential target zone. Okay, so there's the 382, which is normally a good area as a TP, sort of the first bite. Okay, so yeah, if you grab Lido in the box down here off the zone, I wouldn't recommend entering now. Now it's gone. But if you got it in this box from the entries we gave, you know, this is still the main target. But if at any point, I mean, if you're in a trade, at any point you think it's green enough and you've made enough money, there's no rule that says don't exit. You know, if you're comfortable with the size you've traded and how much you're making, and you don't want to give up anything, just take profit. You know, a 6-7% move is nothing to be laughed at, especially when you're on leverage. You get much bigger gains. So don't be scared to take profit, even if it's before your initial targets.
Did you get this trade, Dor?
Yeah, I got Lido. I bought it in this box here on the 200 day.
Beautiful.
I am in CFX still, and it's actually gone below the entry. So my CFX is red. It's probably turning green at the moment. But yeah, my exit for CFX, for anyone who took CFX, we also gave this last week. If it drops below these candles here, I'm going to start cutting. If it drops below the 786 here, I'm just going to exit completely. Okay, so right now I'm in CFX from sort of this area, and it's now gone red. But yeah, if I get lower than these candles here, I'm going to start trimming it, and then I'll be fully out under the 786. I'm not going to hang around to wait.
So the reason you went with CFX was obviously because of the Chinese narrative. It's a Chinese coin.
Yes, that was the idea. But subsequent to that, now I'm going to show you guys a tweet where guys are talking about the coins that these funds are expected to be buying. Can you see this screen here? So this is Wu blockchain. Can you guys see that?
Yeah.
So basically he's saying, you know, according to the requirements of the Hong Kong government, the tokens purchased by retail investors need to be included in the two major indexes. So they're going to buy a mix of tokens. So this is what they're saying they're expecting these guys to buy. So there might still be this Chinese narrative, you know, and people might still buy these coins, like assuming that everything's going to pump. But the reality is these guys are doing indexes, and you're looking for probably these type of coins. You can see like Solana's on this list. Bitcoin Cash, quite interesting, is there. Litecoin, Matic. You would have seen Polygon here. Matic's pumped a bit today, funny enough. Yeah, so take a look at these. Maybe you want to start looking for positions here, because if you know these indexes start moving, the whole market's going to move up. Okay. So here's Matic. So Matic, we've been watching Matic for a hell of a long time. I've been targeting this area down here at 74 for ages. It pumped now this afternoon, or yeah, earlier today, and it's rejected quite hard on this trend. and this 786. So I'm just watching this area here. But if you're a fan of Matic and you bullish on Matic, you want to see this thing close outside this area and form support at the 786. And then that will be your stop area under there. So just see how Matic closes up here. But if you're bullish on Matic, yeah, you want to grab this here with your stop under the 786. Probably a good area. I've got Bruce's AVAX. Bruce, are you still trading AVAX?
No, I'm actually right now in Solana and near right now.
Oh, okay. I'll go through Sol now, and I just want to cover this AVAX one as well. AVAX, it's a bounce play here. You know, this is a massive area. It's a weekly zone. The stop's pretty tight. The risk reward is quite high here. You know, your stop's 3.5% if you're a spot trader or very low leverage, and your upside here you can see is 14% to this resistance zone. So if you're a fan of AVAX, there's a potential setup for you. Filecoin, you guys have seen Filecoin. I spoke about this last week. It still hasn't dropped below these support areas, so probably worth holding a spot position or low leverage here, because File can move at any time, especially if BTC is getting bullish. Like I explained last week, I mean, look at the size of these candles here. So yeah, an easy exit. If we drop below these support levels, you can get out. But yeah, I'd say small position, spot or very low leverage, and just hang around, see what it does. First area here is probably a 17% move. So yeah, keep your eyes on this one. Okay, here's Arweave. Simon found this for us today. So I can't take credit for this one, but it's a great setup here. Simon can't present it. He's out fetching the kids, by the way, so that's why I'm showing this one. Big support here from December, January 22. We've got it here again, May 14th, and now we're about to break this trend. So this is quite a nice little setup on the daily candle. Your stops can be under this the current daily, which is 2.5%, or you can move a stop under the previous day, which is 4.6, or if you're trading spot, you'd probably be okay just exiting if it loses this low over here. So it just depends on your risk and what you guys are trading, but there's a potential we've set up here. So we want to obviously see this break. We want to see support develop and then carry on, you know. So we're looking at something like that. Target is a fib over here, 618 and a 382, and then don't forget we got this 200-day which seems to be tracking. So let's see where that finishes. Okay, cool. Yeah, Solana again, guys. I feel like I'm sort of married to this Solana token. I don't know why. I just keep going back to it.
Solana's
You
looking
guys
really
really
good.
talk
Got an
about this.
addictive quality to it. I feel you.
Yeah, I can't stop. I mean, we longed this thing the other day, got a great move, and it pulled all the way back and hit my entry, and I was out. And now I was looking at this thing again today, sitting on the 200-day and this trend here. So I've taken Solana again, not the same size as before, but I'm in Sol. The exit is under these candles here.
But remember,
So if we get
I
a
mean,
bullish-
we're at the end of the falling wedge, so it's got to make its decision on which way it wants to go.
Yeah. I mean, but this will be my second bite at Sol. So if this doesn't work for me, then I'm not going to trade it again. But yeah, I like it. Yeah. The setup still looks okay. I mean, we're losing this area a little bit here, but if BTC starts moving now, this weekend, I think, you know, we're going to get this break. This 382 will become very good support here. And then I'd expect a decent move up there. So let's see how it plays out. Let's see. This is Rune. Guys, I'm still waiting for Rune. I'm not in a rush here. I still, for some reason, I want to see Rune at $1. So I'm going to try and grab it there if we get to those areas. And then we covered Phantom. So we got Rune, Sol, Arweave, Filecoin, AVAX, Oh, this is 1 inch. Yeah, all these, what do we call this? What do we call these
Chinese.
things? DeFi. Okay, so they've all been very weak. You'll see Sushi, Uni, 1 inch, all these guys. Cake we were looking at today. I mean, Cake is absolutely obliterated. So I'm not sure what's going on there, but yeah, 1 inch, if you are bullish on 1 inch or you like 1 inch, 37, 38 cents, somewhere around there would be like the perfect buy, I would say. It still feels a little bit high. So let's see how 1 inch plays out. If you miss the buy, for example, and it runs, you'll just look for some kind of trend, you know, and you'll try and play it out that way. But I'm not in a rush for 1 inch until it gets sort of a bit lower. So it's, yeah, another 2 or 3 cents there, I think. Matic we've covered. Okay, Lido still moving nicely. Hopefully that's a now double bottom there for us. You can see on the 8 hour. CFX is still in the zone. Okay, we covered that one. Oh, this was 𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗧𝗜𝗢 today, guys. Sheldon spoke about it on the show as well. Remember, it had this massive break and it came back to retest quite nicely over here. And while we were prepping for the show this morning, I mean, had quite a nice retest on this support area. Yeah, you see that. So while we were prepping on the show, we picked this up that it was actually breaking this 1 hour. Sorry. So some of us caught this little break here. It was just a little 1 hour candle break. So we traded that, and then we're actually all out of this trade now. And the reason we exited was we highlighted a fib 382 and a resistance area, which would make sense. And you can see now the candles turned red. So far we've made the right choice by exiting this trade. But again, this could happen here, and we could get a little flag, and then it could go for round 2. So if you want to trade 𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗧𝗜𝗢, wait for this flag to develop or support to develop here. And then ideally you want to see support on this fib. And then you can send it up a little bit further. You'll probably look for a 618 here, I would say. Yeah, this will be your next step. So 1.19 sort of area, sort of what you're targeting. Okay, I think that's pretty much all I've got for you guys at the moment. Jackie, you've got charts, eh? Who else has got charts today?
So I see Tian is mentioning INJ is looking strong, and that we had a very nice move on INJ.
Yeah, let's have a look. Okay, so yeah, this is the bigger picture view, but yeah, short term, it's definitely looking strong. Let's zoom in a bit. This is 8 hours. Let's see what
that smaller trend line inside of there.
Yeah, you can see this one here. You can see it. Okay, cool. So yes, I would just wait a little bit. See, it's closing, or at the moment it's below this trend. So we actually want to see it break up here and just develop some support. So let's look for the top. Let's pretend that's the top, and then let's look for pullback zones on this. Yeah, so yeah, look for a pullback sort of into this region here, this 382, maybe just above 6.5, and you want to see support here, guys. You want to see this hold for your stop, obviously, if you want to trade INJ.
Yeah, I mean, that was a beast. You know, I mean, Rand's been speaking about this coin to $20.
No, I mean, this thing, yeah, this thing in render, it's like all you actually needed in your life the last couple of months. It's funny, we jump around, we look at all these tokens, and you know, sometimes I actually forget to look back at some, and then you see them popping, and you get so frustrated. Okay, Jackie, what do you have for us, man?
The ETH short is looking very.
Oh, a short. He wants to be short.
Let me just kick you off here quickly.
Never be married to your narrative, eh? Doesn't matter, no matter what.
No, I'm not married to the narrative. I'm married to the range right now. I'm not looking for long shorts, because if you look at most of these tokens that are very stable, we have entered range areas.
Well,
So-
you've nailed it. I mean, it's rejected exactly on the trend.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Well done.
So right now, this is not going
Is
to be
this
the
a-
biggest trade for you guys, but
a
it
short?
is a very short, as Craig mentions it there right now. The areas that we're targeting in this is just to the bottom of the range again. Although,
Yeah.
given that the market is looking bullish, keep that in mind. It's okay to bring in narratives when you are feeling one way. The first TP area would be the ideal spot for you to take profits. After that, there is a chance you could get to there, but given that we are turning bullish, you'll see that we are making like higher lows on this chart right now. So there's one. So if we're looking to come back here, we'll most probably just end up in this area, give or take, and then come back up. That's what I'm estimating to happen. So anywhere in this zone
Okay.
is the ideal. But for now,
Okay,
yes,
so
I'm a
so
bear.
for the bears, there's a short setup for you. A very short.
Yeah, just be
And-
aware that, yeah, you can be short, and, so there's nothing wrong with having your main
Yeah.
position as long as we said the other day and just taking a quick short, nothing wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
No, this setup looks good, man.
Yeah, very well done.
I will post this in the chat. Then just hopping over to BNB right now, we're seeing a similar setup play out, except BNB has a little bit more resistance in its range. We weren't able to get back up past the 50 on the last wave down. So we're actually rejecting harder on the bullish trend that was formed a few days ago, using the weekly trend actually. So we haven't actually managed to break back into the weekly trend. Yes, we have this small price action here, but you can see the next hour or two will probably be the deciding factor on this chart. So if we have a candle close above the trend, the short won't play out as well on BNB. But if we do close under this weekly trend, it's going to go short from here.
So where's your
And
entry? Is your entry higher up there though at 310? What
No.
are you showing here?
my entry would be
Okay.
on the trend. So if candle closes on the trend,
Okay.
and we see price action starting to reverse, that's your signal to enter. Targeting this area.
Okay. What's your percent there?
Let's check it out. So just above the 50, that's fine. Has anyone else had this issue where you're drawing your long and short and it just like keeps going off the screen? I've been having this and I don't know how to fix it.
No, I haven't seen that.
So I have to add in the number manually and then just track it back like this. So you're looking at a very short on BNB as well. Less than 50% stop loss. You can make it a little bit higher to cover yourself for this zone or level here, but this green horizontal. That is also a very strong horizontal going back to March this year. And we're looking at what's this? 1 to 4.
Nice. Nothing wrong with that.
Okay, nice
Bill,
one.
are you placing your charts now in the new channel in the Discord? Has that been set up or not?
Yeah, I was just about to ask that question. So Jackie, what do I do? Do I send you the link and you stick it in the school banter? I mean, in the school Discord.
Yeah.
But Jackie, don't
We
forget,
okay.
we're keeping the sniper chart separate from the, let's call it the mods charts, eh? So just make sure
Yes.
you're using the right channel, eh?
Okay. Yeah, no, that's definitely the case. That's how Josh and I chatted about it as well. So the idea is that all the charts that we do here, we need to send them all on WhatsApp so that they're pooled in one place, and then the team can put it on the Discord. As of now, we haven't had the system work out quite yet. that's mainly because we need to get everyone sending their charts. So if you don't send your charts, I can't
Okay.
post it.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
Who else had something today? I can't remember.
I got a chart.
Oh, yes, Max, you got theta.
Theta, yeah.
Okay,
Definitely.
awesome.
Let me just share screen. What's happening, guys? What
Are we
is
long, Bruce?
happening? I'm long.
Take,
There's
ooh,
the chart.
ooh.
So we
nice.
actually broke out during the start of the show. I wanted to say something, but we had the nice
Just
momentum
jump in.
going. Everyone was
jump
feeling
in,
happy.
just
I was
say.
just like, whatever. No, it's fine. We'll get a chance. I missed the entry, so I didn't want to get anyone else FOMOing in as well with me.
Okay.
It's good discipline to wait for your trade. So I'm pretty confident that we'll see a pullback into the green box, where I'll be placing entries, my stop loss underneath this low just to be safe. And what I want to see is data break above this level now in the next hour or two. It's just going to give us more confidence that the trade will play out. At the moment, it's kind of stuck there, which is not terrible, but it would be better if it does break above. And then I think for the weekend, we're probably going to be ranging sideways for a bit. Maybe we'll be pushing. And yeah, I'm thinking that this trade is looking really, really nice. I'm excited to get it. I'm just going
I
to wait for
agree
the
with
entry.
you. I like this.
I'm not FOMOing though. So, and
Yeah.
then for TPs, I've got the top TV, obviously the top of the range. That one's pretty obvious. And then what I thought was really interesting about this one is if we pull the fib from the top to the bottom, right, that wick there, look how it lines up with this resistance exactly there. So that's what I'm going for my TP1. So we'll have to manage the trade and see what it does when it gets there, but probably taking the majority of the trade off over there. I think that's about 6% ish. Yeah, 6%. And then the top will be almost double.
Not like that.
Okay. Nice
Cool.
setup.
That's me. Nice and easy.
Shot, Brew.
Nice.
Dill, I'm just thinking.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking laterally. Why don't you look at that Phantom chart again, Because, as I say, Phantom was unfairly punished because of this multi-coin. I don't even know all the details of multi-coin, but there was a debacle with a company, a protocol called Multicoin, and Multicoin had a lot of stuff on Phantom, so people dumped Phantom hard.
Okay.
And I'm just wondering about this. So if we are starting to look bullish now, I know we're not. I know you've got that green box at the below there.
Look, I think this is the weekly now. Obviously, I've zoomed out like a hell of a lot, but there's probably some kind of setup on the 1 hour or 4 hour. Let's take a look and see.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Let's zoom in and see what because look at that. That's what I was looking at now. Look at that flat pattern that we're sitting at there now. So there's actually a very tight stop loss there. Look at that. I know there's that one long wick.
Yeah. Okay, let's see what we can do here.
I just like it from a risk to reward, even back to the 200. Right there.
Yeah.
And that's a
Craig's actually really
that's
on point.
interesting.
Those candles, red candles are really violent. So we should come back up to clear most
because it was an unfair
punishment, even a
right?
bounce.
I've always got something written on my blackboard. If there's a good coin that gets rugged or something dramatic happens, and it's a good coin, you've got to be buying it. I'm sorry, I'm not no financial advice, but I'm always looking at that setup because, as I say, it's an unfair punishment to me.
So it looks like there could quite easily be a 7 or 8% move here.
Yeah.
In the short term. The only concern for me is this candle down here. So that kind of affects the stop loss.
But what if we took that second wick there, the next one?
So I mean, you generally try and target something like that.
Yes.
But like we know quite often these things like to come and test or fill this wick. So just be aware of that. So I agree that there's a move coming, 100% that we can get 7 or 8% up here with a decent stop here. But don't be surprised if for some reason Phantom wants to come and do that first.
Craig, when was that news dropped?
On Multicoin?
Yeah.
About 2 days ago.
about 2 days
So
ago.
they probably, yeah, they've probably sold it out.
I mean, there was that guy I mean, I was looking at that tweet. I mean, he moved like, I mean, it was some whale, because a lot of the whales are also stupid. They're not all intelligent, you know. They've just they've just got dumb money.
If that's
and
the
he dumped like
case,
$56 million worth of his token. Yeah.
yeah. So if that's the case, look at where the last sort of ranging is touching that 200 MA on Dole's chart right now.
Mm.
So that would mean the trend back up to touch that trend line. That's probably a manipulation there. Then the news drops and everyone's starting to react or catch up. The drop's happening, but if you look at the bottom of the drop, we're still ranging. So that means most of the market probably doesn't know that there was news.
Yeah. So anyway, I just like that when I see that, you know, fall down, no more drops from here. So it's kind of all the oaks got out, they wanted to get out. Now market's trying to suss out what it wants. All we need is a little positive tweet from 𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗧𝗦𝗧 or something, and you know.
Yeah, it can change quickly. I agree. Just so I mean, remember, there's always trades within, you know, smaller time frames. There's always trades up, down, up, down. So I'm just looking bigger picture, and I mean, I went as far back as the weekly. So you know, but it doesn't mean Phantom can't pump 10% first. So you know, you guys need to understand that too. This could take weeks to get down here. Just something that interests me is this 0.3 area, you know, longer term. But again, we could get, you can see it's already had a bounce there, so we could get some kind of move.
Just hopping in on your train of thought there, Dole, when you zoomed out now to that weekly time frame, quickly go back there.
Yeah.
So the climb up on the last touch of that weekly trend line, you can consider that a violent move to the upside. So this last dip now down is actually a correction on the move up.
So yeah, just look from my perspective, the way I view Phantom is like until we then maybe get a break of a trend or something like that, or we get this move down here. For me, like I'm not looking for anything here.
What if you had a line above and below that ranging pattern that we're in now on let's call it hourly or the time frame?
This guy,
So if we break,
let me go.
And then we have a rate, you know, and you look at that, you know, you block that area, that ranging area.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we can see this tight little range here, which is quite cool. So yeah, maybe pullbacks to this range low. You want to start looking at a long maybe.
Yeah.
You know, that'll give you a really tight stop as well. But just be aware of this guy, you know,
100%.
coming back to haunt you. But potential move here for Phantom up there for sure.
Cool. Okay, Mutable X, I see Tian's talking IMX, one of my favorite coins.
Let's take a look.
Not yet.
Okay, so yeah, it's building some kind of base here. So Matic pumped a little bit. We went through it, eh? Yeah. Did you ask about Matic, Techie?
Yeah, like what was the reason? Was there any news or something?
I don't know, but it had two. Yeah, it had two green candles, where some of the others were red. So there was definitely something going on there. Okay, so yeah, tight little range here for IMX. This is the daily, so you'll probably find it's big moves.
Yeah.
You know, we can play around in this space. That's 13% just in this area, you know, if you want to trade this thing. So remember, you know, if you long, maybe you long on a lower time frame, just remember this is big resistance here. Okay, you can see the 200-day. So if you long, you want to look to at least take something off if you get up here. The bears can obviously look for shorts in that area, and then your stop would be above this candle there.
I see someone's mentioned, what about the metaverse tokens? I know there was big news on Gala. I don't know if you've You know, there was Gala, and what was the other one that we were looking
I've
at?
got Sand that I was looking at today. It was quite interesting.
Sand's also one of
yeah,
the
so we-
tokens that can be traded in Hong Kong now as well.
Is it? Okay,
Yeah.
so look, here's a double bottom I picked up on the daily. You know, it's sort of aligning itself a little bit to BTC as well, funnily enough. So yeah, I'll just look for it to make its way to this trend. Let's see what happens. But yeah, this is a good start that we get this double bottom here. Let's look at Gala quickly.
Yeah, because Gala, there was, actually hasn't done much at all. I thought there'd have been bigger reaction.
Yeah, not much going on. Same story, yeah.
Mm.
You know, we've got this sort of situation. But big resistance area coming up, 36. But that's
Yeah.
still 20%. So yeah, it's 28% from the lows.
Yeah, for those, I can't remember the news, but just if you go to the Gala Twitter page, you'll find stuff. And the only other one, deal that we were tracking was PYR, because I mean, obviously there was lots of rumors around this Apple thing on that, you know.
Okay, yeah, we've been trading this one.
Yeah. Too far gone now.
Yeah,
I know it is a bull
let's look at this
flag.
daily. Jeez, yeah, we've been looking at this from ages ago. Look at that.
I know we were
Yeah,
fools. We should have had this thing at 350, you know what I mean? We really
Yeah.
should have. The problem is you keep forgetting, you know.
Yeah,
PYR is a
there's
conference
so
over the
many we
weekend,
watching.
someone's saying. So Lewis has just said PYR conference over the weekend, so that's big. I mean, it's also generally on the day of the hype, like probably the Saturday. Look at
Yeah.
tipping, but yeah, look, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
I suppose there's
gonna
like there's a bit of
double
a
topping though.
yeah, there's a lot going on here. Yeah, I'd want to see it break this thing and just get some support here. Because like here's a potential double top situation playing out too. So yeah, I mean, for me, I wouldn't be long here. Yeah, I'd wait for a pullback
definitely.
lower, or you look for a break, or yeah.
Yeah, so Lewis, thanks for the tweet that you posted there. IMEX we've already done. You need to go back, Steve. We just did it. But there was no real trade right now on IMEX.
Yeah.
And then just Helga saying here that most shorter term stock RSIs you discussed are pretty high. Aren't you concerned with it? You need to look at the time frame that you're investing on, you know. So yeah, if you're going to be leverage trading, let's just say, you know, then and your 15 minutes is on the roof, well, you definitely don't take the trade. Not for me, I don't anyway. You know, but if you're longer term, well, then you want to look at you know, the 4 hour, etc., being on the floor. But
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, I'm looking at near as an example while you're discussing the stock. So near 4 hour has started turning up, which is quite interesting. Near 8 hour is also sort of bottomed out here, turning up, as you can see. So yeah, I mean, use this, look at all your alts that you're trading and just, you know, compare your stochastics. But yeah, it's interesting. I mean, near's sort of bottomed out here at this level with that 4 hour turning up. So it's quite interesting to me. You can get away with a stop just under these lows here, I would say. Yeah, look, the ideal entry was lower down here. A very tight one, 1.56. That was ideal. But if you want to play this range in sort of a low leverage play or a spot type play, the risk reward's pretty high. You know, if you want to be long here, stop under there. You could just play this range, like 14% is like a max here.
Yeah, these other layer ones were just so difficult, say, and layer twos. You know, we had such hopes in the blooming dots and the Cardanos and the Neos and
complete letdown.
Like, so to me, I just treat them as trades now. That's it. You know.
Yeah. So this is how you want this to play out. If we lose this area, you know, we might get a big dump it will come back. You can maybe exit, and then just wait, you know, let it come down lower. Yeah, it's not like super exciting though. Yeah, I don't know why I keep getting married to Sol though. Very irritating.
No, because you know, realistically, we know it. You know, it certainly had the NFT, you know, community hype behind it last year, and it got brutally punished with FTX.
FTX, yeah.
Look, there's guys in the research team here that basically say that Sol is the easiest 10x in crypto from here.
Yeah.
So that always like rings in my ear whenever I'm trying to make a decision on it. Yeah, that's a big NFT market as well, so that keeps it afloat, I'd say.
Yeah.
While you doing
So yeah, 88,
football.
small range.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jail. I see him saying in the comment he's been holding Neo since 2017. I also did in 2017. Before Neo, it was a coin called Ant Shares, and it was this Chinese, you know, but that's not Neo. Hey? This is Neo that you're talking about.
Oh, Neo, yeah.
And you know, I mean, and that thing, I literally took it. It was ridiculous the money that we made on that coin, from $5 to $190, on this Chinese narrative. But nothing's really happened ever since then. The only other one I just saw, I did see news, was Ripple. I saw the CEO making a comment that the case should be resolved within weeks, not months.
Oh yes, we were looking at this today. Yeah, so inverted head and shoulders here.
Yeah, nice.
We've got a break of trend. So yeah, this is generally like quite a bullish pattern. The only obstacle is this sort of area here. We've got these fibs and some horizontal. So, but this head and shoulders are generally bullish, guys. So, you know, ideally you want something like that, but just watch out for this resistance area here. It's quite strong. 48, 485, that sort of zone. But yeah, I could get a big move here.
Yeah, an interesting one that, let me just see who mentioned it here, because it was 𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗧𝗜𝗢, so I can't see the last name properly. 𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗧𝗜𝗢. He's speaking about Casper, KAS, and we haven't really spoken about it here, Dul. You know, I know I've spoken about it much in the past, because we missed this incredible pump from the bottom. And you can get it on Mexi now, and you can get it on
there you go.
Qcoin.
Look at that.
I nailed it exactly. The other day when you were talking about the 200-day moving average, that wick below the 200
Look at
days,
this.
I bought it right in that, at the bottom in that wick. But look at your retracement. If you take the bigger picture, you've got
this is huge.
Yeah, so there's a lot of talk about this token, and I've read good and bad about it. So to be fair, some people saying it's the biggest load of rubbish under the sun. Other people saying this is the most incredible blockchain to ever be developed. I mean, you're looking at a price of what's it now, 1 cents. And for me, as I say, I took that trade right there as it wicked below the 200. I just said, I'm in.
I mean, it's perfect though. There's even a fib, so you know that would have been a dream entry there.
Yeah. So the thing with Casper is it's hard to get volume. You know, take a long time to buy into without placing the price up, because people hold this coin tight. But yeah, I mean, it was one of those that, you know, when you have that FOMO
well done on that.
that you missed out. I had it for months and months, right down at the bottom.
Just okay, there we go. So yeah, guys, too late for this one for now. You want to look for something to happen here when we get to
what
trend.
Price is that there?
So
2 cents.
At trend, it's about 2 cents. So
yeah, so it's exactly.
So just let this play out.
Yeah, I've got my TP right there, 1.9 something.
Yeah, I mean, you'll see why Craig's with his TP there as well, is because there's a horizontal resistance as well. So there's two reasons why you're going to get a reaction here. Let's see if there's fibs as well. Probably at 236 there, but yeah, so this makes perfect sense to TP there. But if you want to be long Casper, yeah, look for a break first when we get there. Something along those lines. But I see your daily stocks moving up too, so that's looking quite good.
Yeah, that's nice. Well, I think it was nice and short and sweet today, but you've got some beautiful trades there, guys. You need to go rewatch the show.
Yeah.
I don't know where it gets posted, Jackie. Maybe you can just tell the guys that they can go relook at the charts and think through some of these trades. Pick one or two. Don't go for them all. Remember, you only want to hold 2 or 3 max trades. Even 3 is a lot, I think, for just this market that we're in. Just pick 2 of them and go for it.
Definitely. To answer your question, all the recordings to these things get posted in our Discord as well, and they are already up there as we speak.
You're very quiet, Jackie. I don't know what's going on there.
Can't you guys hear me?
Yeah, better.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, mic was not positioned correctly. I was saying the recordings are posted in the Discord. They are on the Discord right now already, so you can go watch it from there.
Yeah, Jackie, quick poll, please. Again, I want to see it, guys. Value that you're seeing from this live session. 1, complete waste of time. 10, the best thing ever. Can you just give me a scale there, please? No, wait. We're going to do a poll, guys. We're going to do a poll. Just wait. I just want to get. I'm just trying to make sure that we're keeping this thing nicely on track. That everyone's getting good value for money alpha here.
No ones today?
I like how Jackie's like 1 is bad and 10 is good. No room for great or excellent or anything like that.
Like 10 is
I
like,
know, we're getting
like,
bads, bro. We're getting bads.
This is the bee's knees. You should have got a lot of trades out of today, guys. You really should have.
I need to speak to this person who gave us a bad. Do we know who it is?
No, I think
I want to know why.
I think they got the scale the wrong way around. I really do.
I want to know why we bad.
You can unvote your number 1 if you want to know, but if you mean it, that's also fine. I'm really just trying to get a feel for it. We've only got 139 people that voted.
If the 4, 5, and 6, like if they can give feedback, we'd like really appreciate that, because like we want to give you guys the best value possible. So if you're feeling like this is average or below average, like please, like no one's going to be offended. Just tell us, and let's be better for you. Let's just make it better.
I think if you checked out a few suggestions from the audience, would be good. Okay, I try and keep an eye on most of the questions. What time did the feed start? It's 10 a.m. Eastern time, 4 p.m. South African time. And then someone spoke about 8 coins. Torben, this is my issue right now. I hold 8 coins. Okay, so depends if it's part of your long term, that could be okay because you've thought about it a lot. If it's for trading, 8 is way too much to keep your eyes on. I mean, it really is. You can't. You need to say, because you're not going to be able to TP them and monitor. It's just, rather take that same money and squash it into 3 of the better trades. That's my opinion on that one. What else? I think you confirmed he was joking with a 1. Okay, there, Jackie. So you can you can show that to tell that to Ram. Charts posted to Discord. They are going to be posted to Discord. I mean, badass. Yeah, I love that from James Willis. Yeah, that's great. Cool. Yeah, look, I'll try and take as many questions as I can from the chat during the time. Amazing sessions. Excellent. Thank you, guys. I hope you have a great weekend. It looks like it could be an interesting weekend.
Yeah, good luck out there.
Yeah.
And stay safe.
You make it sound like we're going to war, Dylan.
We go to war every weekend in this crypto market. Good luck out there. Be safe.
Thanks, guys. Check you guys next week.
Take care, everybody.
Cheers, everybody.
Okay. Bye. Bye.
Cool. Thanks for joining, everyone.
Cheers, Jackie.
I shall see you on the flip side.
As always. Ciao, ciao.